over till Thursday. What?
Now, can I ask?
What you want to ask?
Oh, that spending comes later.
Okay.
Anything outstanding?
Oh, pulling it from savings. That's the other question: is are we just pulling out the amount to cover the cost of cows and food for people, or should we pull out a set amount to pad out the spending account, as it were?
I'm gonna open that gate and let those cows run right the hell out.
Yay.
So right now we have $22.84 in our savings.
And we
That's
need
a lot of money.
we need about 7.
At least.
We got the 1,600 coming if we just pay it back.
But that's going to be a slow trickle.
We can pay it back, right?
Or why do we have to have that much in savings?
This is what I'm scared about. This people thinking about this $1,600. If we keep this thought process, well, we had that 1,600. Well, we had that. Next thing we know, we're $2,000 in the hole. And we're still thinking about we got that.
We're accounting for money that we don't have.
Yeah.
It's not physically in our hands, so we can't really account for it at all.
Well, I mean, the PayPal money we would just have to manually withdraw it, or just have to withdraw it into the bank account. But the question is, like, I mean, Kristen, like, that $600 that's in the PayPal that still has to be shipped.
Yes, shipped.
Are there any chance that those are going to be like
all
returns or
all the refunds as of right now? I took care of all the refunds, so those aren't accounted for. And as of right now, all the money we have is either people who want to donate their products at the Utopia Experience, so it's still a sale, or people who want to see if we can ship it to them, which now we can do, or there's a select few who still want to work out pickups. So all the money we have right now should be our money, but I cannot 100% guarantee that because someone could change their mind this afternoon.
Okay.
What, the handling fee, that goes into her pocket?
Her pocket for
so
doing
we need
the
to set up a
work.
1099 for her or something as like a...
Actually, yeah, would that... I mean, you know that stuff better than I do, so we probably would need to do that.
I have
correct.
to pay her Social
Can we just
Security.
say, if it comes through, it goes to the savings. If it doesn't, we'll just let it come out of the savings.
Or if she's an independent. If she's an independent
Independent
contractor
contractor.
and she pays her own taxes,
Yeah.
we could do that. That'd be easier because she's not operating within our environment here. She's not an employee.
But there's minimum wage. I don't know. I mean...
But that would be a 1099 situation.
1099 doesn't matter what she has paid.
Yeah.
1099.
Okay. We'll look into that.
Okay.
So there's that. Hooray. Ah, freaking cows.
Well, do we want money from the PayPal?
Yeah.
You don't want
I
to?
say take it out of savings. We got $2,200 in savings. That's like guaranteed money. That's
what it's for.
It's still not there.
Still leaves us 1,500 or more than 1,000.
Yep.
Take it out of savings.
That's why we have savings.
For emergencies like this.
Rainy day. Feed the cows. Alright, so are we good on that? Do we want to vote? Are we
Make a
going
vote
to
for it, please.
take money out of savings to pay for Betsy and Honey? Yes? Yay? What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have it anywhere else. So.
Right. Any other ideas?
It's just like one problem I have is like last week we covered everybody's $10 with savings, and we said we would take the money to this week. To
Yeah,
pay
that's
it
the
all.
other thing on top of it is like we still technically owe our savings account like $56 for covering
I just
everybody's
think it's like
paycheck.
an aware, like
That perfectly works out with the 50-50, doesn't it?
yeah.
$57 and a 50.
But,
Well, that's including the raffle in there.
I mean, we don't have a choice. We have to pay it. So
It is. And it sucks.
I mean, I would feel more comfortable pulling it from the PayPal if you really think there's a big chunk of that could potentially.
Oh, no. I don't think that at all. I just said I can't guarantee it. But I think the money that we have right now, in my professional opinion, as long as this is handled immediately, which is why I'm working on it right now, I think all the orders we have will stay orders. They will not be refunded.
Can we just take it from there and guarantee that if they want their order back, it can come out of our savings to pay for those smaller pieces? Because if they change their minds, then we got to give them back their money, right?
If they cancel their order before it's sent out, we do have to return their money. As far as our return policy, I did put on the site that we're not allowing refunds at this time. If you're not happy with your product, we will give you store credit, so we don't have to be changing money over back and forth.
Great.
So as long as those orders get out and in their hands, that's why that's like a huge priority for me to get that done.
So then, is that we could that we should withdraw that money from PayPal that you'll be comfortable with.
When the orders get out.
Yeah, when the orders get out, which is Friday at 6 is when she's coming to pick them up.
I don't even know why we had to withdraw it personally. I mean, I have multiple accounts, and I'm fine with having different money in different accounts. Like, I mean,
it's tough for us.
It's really tough for accounting to.
But I have the utmost confidence in your abilities as accounting professionals, and I think you can handle it amazing.
Rob, if you want to handle it, since you are a part of the team.
You could be the electronic accountant.
Well, as a married guy, I'm going to just support for you guys, you know? It's just a marriage between us as well, and I just want to...
All right, let's just not worry about it right now, but let's just take out the money that we owe from this weekend and for the animals out of savings and move on.
Great. There we are. Outstanding businesses. Do you have anything outstanding? I mean, I know everything's outstanding. But do you have anything that's outstanding? I don't even remember.
Oh, sorry. And just one last note. I'm sorry. One more piece of bad news. No, it's not bad news. Just in the future, whenever you're collecting cash, like for yoga or meditation or boot camp or anything like that, it would make our lives so much better if you grab an envelope from the top of the fridge, stick that money in an envelope, write on it what it's for, and then stick that in the safe. Because we did have issues with like people just kind of tossing money in the safe or tossing money in the bag, and then we don't know what was money we already had, what's new money. Just try to keep it as clear as possible. Obviously, if you have receipts also, that's awesome. But at least the money, find some way of containing it and separating it out before putting it in the safe. That's all. Now I'm done.
What do we have for spending? As far as for like business requests?
Zero.
Spending requests?
Nothing.
Okay, so spending request, guess what?
Well, I want to make one
How
against
we
the
Nothing.
But if it comes through, we will.
What?
You have to wait until it
Just
comes
like
You could
logically.
bring it
I just
up.
wanna put
You
it
could
on
bring
there.
it up.
What's that?
Bring it up
I just
now.
want to bring it up, and
Yeah.
then when it comes through, everyone thought about
May
it.
as well, yeah.
Lefty came and looked at the garden yesterday, and he said pretty much all the things that we would want deer have eaten in there already. The strawberries could come back, but they're mowed down too. For $89.95, we can get fencing to cover the whole garden and protect it. I'll put the fence post in myself, and I'd like to make that top priority because we've got lots of starts that are going to need to be in the ground in about 3 days, and we can't put them in the ground if the deer are just going to eat them immediately. So I'd love to make a motion to take $90 out of savings and do that, because then it'll be coming in the mail and it'll be here at the time that we're ready to plant. But I can make this metal fence work for probably a week or two just around this bed that we'll be planting if you want to wait. And that'll give me a chance to put post holes in the ground.
What do we have in there?
Lefty said pretty much most of it's been annihilated by the deer.
Yeah.
You know, we got buckwheat, which is a cover crop. It's not very nutritious. We got clover. I mean, you could eat it if you were starving. Most of the starts have been
What's a can of vegetables? 70 cents?
a can of vegetables.
Freaking
Salad
outside
greens
the
are what's
bag.
expensive. You know, vegetables are cheap. But if you're going to order greens that have nutrients that are really good for you all through the winter, I mean, a bag of salad greens is $9, dude, and it's not as big as my hat.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that.
What about a bag of donuts? Can we grow donuts?
Can we grow donuts?
Also, if Lefty sells the disc, I'm happy to give that $90 back. He says he can do it, but, you know, we don't have the money.
Well, let's just prep it for the.
It's going to take me a while to put the posts in, but I'd like to get this stuff coming in the mail if I could.
Well, and it's up to a vote. Oh, wait, you got something
I
too.
just have something to say regarding like the amount of money in business relative. So in order to make money, we have to invest money. And, you know, I heard like this weekend how the vendors weren't able to come, but they was like encouraged that maybe we sell things ourselves, like the Breachinos or, you know, whatever Aaron would like to strum up, or even just a lemonade stand, whatever it might be. And that's just investing within our own Utopia experience to make more money. But if people have business ideas that, I mean, aside from the Kiln, obviously, because that's like a big chunk of money, but if there's smaller businesses that can be started up, like if we're not spending money on the business front, we're not going to make any more money. So I think if anyone has like business proposals, that should still go up regardless of our spending, because the only way we're going to make money is if we're spending some.
Well, let's remember that we're going to have to spend money probably for the Halloween thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So God knows how much that's going to cost.
But keep in mind, as our network, as our website comes up, we'll sell more and more stuff. We'll have revenue coming in we don't have to hustle for.
Yeah, we're in the
We're looking
Like,
good.
we're in the worst part of the website. I mean, this is going to be the worst it is. Once we get a shipping solution figured out and it's more streamlined, we can count on that income. It's just right now we're in the growing pain stage of the website, which is anticipated with any website. So
Don't look at me.
I mean, I would imagine just like Kristen keep being a badass and keep trying to push things through for that.
Okay.
Well, because of the fact that that's our in-between income, because now we know that we can't have an event every single weekend, you know, and we need the income that's going to come in during the week, you know, as opposed to the weekend.
And just for this,
know?
I mean, our total sales for the website are $1,600, but just this week alone, we did $938 on the website.
That's awesome.
And that's us, like, not even really trying. Like, I've been holding back because I know we can't ship, and I don't want us to get in over our heads. So just, like, keep that in mind. That is a promising sign for the future.
And that's even not with that much product on the website.
No.
You know.
Does jewelry have plenty of supplies?
No. I'm about out.
Maybe that's something to invest in because we know it sells.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
and
jeweler sells, like,
Christie's amount was like $86.
Yeah, I was going to say our next investment to get us probably back up to where we were would be the $86.
Are Bella's things online?
Yep, she sold 2 paintings this week for $175 each. No, sorry, 100 for one and 75 for the other.
Cool.
When do you want the jewelry stuff?
I mean, the sooner the better, but if it has to wait, it has to wait.
I say maybe once we ship your jewelry out, then we can invest, because then we can get that money. So I think with the website money, we should invest in the jewelry. That just makes most sense to me. It's a direct influence.
We're just taking $86 out of $2,200 in savings.
Yeah.
Because the jewelry, that's the stuff that makes, like, the least amount, like, it doesn't cost much to make the jewelry. We just need that initial investment.
I mean,
So
the jewelry.
can we
see like how the shipping process goes?
I'd like to wait with that, with the 86 anyway, because I think we can get Christy up to the $100 and re-barter again.
Yeah.
That's true.
86 is so close to 100. I'd like to keep the jewelry as free as possible, and thus
Plus-
far we've done well. So
Yeah. Plus, when you say $2,200, that's really $1,500 now in savings.
Mm-hmm.
and I think with like a jewelry book manual, like a how-to manual thrown in there, we're gonna hit $100.
So should we email her today? Okay.
Also, if you guys want to, Diane, if you want to start like a running tab for Diane, as it were, as part of her barter
Sure.
for the Goddess Circle, stuff like that. So if you just like want to keep it like in a document under the accounting folder or something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, it's not a spending request. We're working on Brie Chinos. I think Brie Chinos came to a halt for wedding planning and preparation. Now that's all behind us. Me and Erin have time to sit down and really hash things out. And me and Kristen get together and work on labels and stuff. So I want to like request, like, just this doesn't have to happen right now. But keep in mind we're gonna probably request about like $50 to spend on bagging and labels so we can start shipping and packaging. That probably happens like next week or something. Oh, and Brichinos are going to be a community business, so everything's going to go back into the kitty
Oh,
course.
that's
Yeah, and then
everything is
no,
everything.
but I want everyone who wants to be involved to be able to participate. So, you know, if you guys have interest in helping me and Aaron and Kristen, all that stuff, like work on Brichinos, you guys are more than welcome to join in.
Kick ass.
Okay, so I hope not to compare myself to Honey and Betsy, but in less than 2 months, there will be another child running around here. Not running. I will be having a baby, and so I propose that I'm proposing that the guys, more specifically Josh and Ernesto, begin to start building in the back for a small space for me. And when I say for me, I mean so I can be in there, so I'm not in you guys' way when when I'm giving birth, and definitely when like for crying, like and just to have that piece right there, which is needed for childbirth. So that's just something to keep in mind. This should be happening by next month. We have most of the supplies that we need. already here. There's a few things that I was told we would need, like insulation and some plywood. But, so, yeah.
Cool.
Unless someone has another suggestion, and but it won't be the Love Shack.
What do you think about?
What if we got rid of the cows and then you're in the barn?
Okay, I actually had another idea. I was thinking we do have the website. We do have an auction. Hear me out.
25 grand.
I don't know what a baby goes for currently, but it's going to be a popular baby. Maybe, 1/15 of 20 grand. It's a lot.
I literally almost started typing that. I was like, Rob suggests that.
Would you be interested
No,
in
Michael.
auctioning your baby off on the website?
I absolutely will not.
What about auctioning off the name of the baby?
So I talked to Kristen already to see how possibly we can generate revenue, and so far that if we have a contest that says like the date and weight and sex of the baby, then people can guess, and then the winner can come here, and so it's nothing out of pocket for us and nothing that we're doing. And also a contest. What was the other contest?
It was the name. You wanted
Name suggestions, and there's a few things.
I fear, though, that we will not be able to use that as a business model and make revenue off of that, because I did try and run a Name Our Calf contest, and it was 99 cents for submission, and that was not allowed. That's my only fear. We might be able to do it as a contest, but I don't think we're going to be able to take money from it.
Right. Oh, the name one wasn't a contest. That was a
Suggestion.
it's just a suggestion.
Suggestions.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, but the contest was the date, sex, and weight, and that people can enter as much as they want into the contest, and yeah, that was, and that if we had at least 100 people do that, that would be more than enough for to pay for that.
Plus, it pulls people onto the website alone. So.
And then and then not knowing if it's a boy or a girl, it's something interactive, where it's ongoing up into the due date, and then after that you can start thinking about postpartum things. And so
When's your due date?
December 9th.
Okay, so probably that, like, realistically November 1st would be okay for those things to launch. just 'cause I'm
Except
trying to
she
get
can
the
give birth right now, technically.
Yes.
That's
What?
always a possibility. People have babies early all the time.
So the Aaron's little bestie, Carrie is her name? No,
Talking about Frederick?
Frederick?
You're talking about the little boy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Frederick.
Frederick. He was born at the same time, 32 weeks. And I'm 32 weeks.
Preemies? Are they called preemies?
No, you're not necessarily preemie right now, are you?
Well,
Are
yeah,
you?
the second you are.
And then you were born, right?
Yeah.
At this time. So,
Do you have a business plan about the child?
about the child?
Yeah.
I do.
Busking on the.
As far as, like, how are we going to feed it?
What else do we have to
Well,
do here?
We
Is
don't
it going
have
to be
feed.
1/15th,
hungry.
1/16th? What's going to go on?
No,
How
The
about
child get a paycheck.
diapers?
milk for it?
no. I will be breastfeeding. So,
Well, what about
Cal
after
would
that?
like some of that
How
milk
does that,
for the
does
garden.
that go on long? I don't know. I have no
long
idea.
term, yeah.
Long time? What about
At least for
diapers?
the first year.
A year?
So,
Yeah.
and then, yeah, for the
They
first
don't
year.
need food
One
for
time
a
I was
year?
at a wedding and I saw a lady breastfeeding a child. He was like 4 years old.
It happens
I've
quite
seen that
often.
before.
It is awkward. It's like, Mommy, more milk?
If he can talk, he should not be sucking.
Are you going to use regular diapers?
The cloth diapers.
Would you use regular diapers?
I would if that's what is available. I mean, I'm not at this point. I'm not.
Rob's starting a diaper company.
No,
No, I'm not picky, and so I weighed out my expenses, and so hopefully I was talking with Nikki about a baby shower,
Yeah, that's what I was
and-
just about to ask.
and so with the baby shower, I was hoping that next month we have an event sometime after Halloween, but we have an event, and with that event, instead of paying to get in, you bring an item, and that's your entry cost. So it's like bartering, but at a lower cost. And but that's just a suggestion, and it's the same day that something else happens, so it's not taking away from that experience. So
Same day as what?
So if we have like the Utopia experience, maybe in the Utopia experience starts at 2. Maybe we can have the baby shower part at 12, or sometime around then, and then but people come in for free for that part, using their gift.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So there's ways around it, but I just wanted to plant the seed that just keep in mind this will be coming.
Keep in mind for replacement time. Fooling.
Can we replace the baby with another baby if we don't like it?
Can we do that?
Whatever, you guys will love him or her.
Marshawn will be just fine.
Do we talk about bartering requests right now too?
Sure.
Sure.
Sorry.
We can talk about whatever you want as long as you want to be
I'm
here.
sick of hearing myself talk.